So what is CivilCAD? CivilCAD is an engineering software that is a tool for calculating and planning infrastructure projects, which allow engineers and planners to produce plans starting from the initial, the conceptual stage, up to the stage of producing plans for execution and builds of quantities. The software uses a drawing environment to draw and display the plans, and the supported drawing environments are AutoCAD and CivilCAD. Both softwares are very common and are optimally suited for to work with CivilCAD. The supported version are AutoCAD from 2017 and CivilCAD from 2020 till 2024, of course. So before I start, I mentioned this session will be recorded, and everything I teach you will be able to practice on your own later. Please download the free trial version from our website, sivandesign.com. Experience and experiment the software, and we'll be happy to be part of your company's toolkit. After this introduction, I get down to business. So I will share my screen with you and open the syllabus file. Okay, so everyone can see my... Okay, so this is the syllabus. We started today with introduction. Okay, I will talk a little bit about adjustment and the settings for beginners mostly. And we will start with the created surface. Before we create the layout of a pipe network, we should start with the surface. We will see two ways how to do it. Okay, two different ways. So then we will take a little pause, and we will end the day with the function of FrameMaker. So as you see here at the bottom, I have the icon of CivilCAD. This is the icon of CivilCAD, and when I press the icon of CivilCAD, it opens automatically the drawing environment at the center, which is, for me, it's CivilCAD 2024. And here you can see the CivilCAD. CivilCAD, as I said, it's a engineering software, and it uses a drawing environment, which can be CivilCAD or AutoCAD. For me, I use mostly on CivilCAD, which is a great product, very, very similar to AutoCAD, and sometimes even better than AutoCAD. Same look, same commands, and also a little bit cheaper. So what we can see here, at the bottom, we have a window named Topography Coordinates. Topography Coordinates is a window that will contain the coordinates of our project. Sometimes during the work, another window will open at the left here. For example, if I will go to Topography Contours, you can see this window that opens on the left. Of course, you can close it anytime if you want to gain some place here, but you can go back and open it. Topography coordinates. Topography coordinates will serve us as window for topography. The topography coordinates the existing ground level of our project, and design coordinates also same window will, it's not the same one, it's a similar one, will serve us for the design ground level. So we have two surfaces here that we can use: topography, which means the existing ground level, and design, which is the design ground level. So I will start with bringing a DWG from Surveyor, which contains already points and also contains contours, and I will create a surface out of this DWG. So after that, I will show you another way to create this surface with design coordinates and topography coordinates. But let's start with this DWG. So one thing that I didn't tell you, it's very important. If we will go to File and open Prototype, open, now we are opening a project named Prototype. You can see the path to this project over here. Yair Document, CivilCAD, and Prototype. This is the project named Prototype. In this project, you can set the configuration as you want to be, as you want it to be for all your projects. For example, if I'm going to File Configuration here, the configuration window will open here. Then, for example, you can change language. You can change system of unit, degrees, and so on. And the most important, maybe here, is the drawing environment. So you can choose which drawing environment you want the software to use when you click on the icon of CivilCAD. So you ask the software, please, when I click on the icon of CivilCAD, please launch AutoCAD 2022 or CivilCAD 24. Okay, you choose your drawing environment. For me, it's CivilCAD 2024. Press OK. You save your project. Save your project is very important. And then you close CivilCAD. The next time you will open CivilCAD, it will open with CivilCAD 2024. If you want to change it to be another version or another software, if you want, for example, to change to AutoCAD, you will open the software, you will go to File, Open Prototype, open the project of Prototype, then go to File Configuration, change it to AutoCAD, press OK, save it. Then the next time when you will press CivilCAD icon, the software will open with AutoCAD as you chose. This configuration, this method of work is for all configuration, that all settings you want to apply in your software. For example, if on pipes you have some settings here, for example, you want the manhole's profile to be rectangular, or you want the manhole data display on block mode. You can change it. For example, this is very common. You want the minimum manhole cover or any other configuration to be some way. You set it here on prototype project, cancel, okay, excuse me, press okay. Then in the next project you will open, every time it will be in the same, by default, it will be like the settings you decided on prototype project. So far, any question? Anyone? So,
prototype or all of this is okay.
excuse me, I can't hear you well. One more, please again.
prototype 2 איך אתה קיבלת אותו?
Again, please.
Keep going.
Okay, so you can write it, and after we will go back. So I will start, as I said,
Sorry, may I ask some question?
Yes, please.
Sure. If in the future someone send me a file made it in the futurist version, is that possible to open it?
So if the file was created by CivilCAD, or the project created by CivilCAD, no problem with it. Okay, CivilCAD support all version of project that was created by CivilCAD, and of course we support every version of DWG. Okay.
I mean, a future version of DWG file.
Yes, of course, same.
Okay.
No problems. No problem with it. So I will start by create a new project. I will go to File, New Project. He is asking me if I want to save changes on prototype. I will say no. Then I will start a new project. I will call it test one, not new folder, and I will call it so face filtering. Okay. This is our first lesson today. So here above, you can see the project, the name project, the path, and a new DWG that was opened for especially for this project. Now I will load here this DWG that I got from a surveyor with points and contours. So okay, so you see here I have many points on the DWG. Okay, and now this DWG I will send you in the chat. Okay, so you can practice later. What I want to do now is to filter out the point from this DWG and create surface out of this point. So I will go to General, Filtering, here on the right, I have this filtering window. I will press select and I will select the point. Press enter. Then the software automatically search for the layer which the point exists on. So civil, this is the layer that the point sits. Now I can choose whether I want to send this point to topography coordinates or to design coordinates. At this time, I will choose to send it to topography. I will click apply. Then I have a scroll bar here at the bottom. And I have here the point. Okay? So 500 points exists here. I can see the number here. Okay? And this window can be used as an editor. This is very important. You know that I can edit those points. Okay? I can click on the point. I can change here the height, for example. I can change place, X, Y, or Z. I can, of course, change the name, for example. Okay? It was 0, I change it to A. Okay? Then after I finish changes, I will go here to refresh button. Press refresh and the drawing will be refreshed. Okay? So here are the points. For example, I want to see where is point number A, point name A that I've changed. So I will go click on the point, press here, zoom to point, and I have it here. Okay, A. Of course, if it's too big, I can control size. Okay, I have many tools over here that allow me to change settings. I can move points or a group of points. I can copy and paste and save the list, the point list, and export it, save it as a DWG or an Excel or TXT or CSV file. There are many, many tools that I can use on this topography coordinate window. Okay, so this is for this surface, not surface yet, but now here I have only the coordinates. I want to create the surface, so I will close it here. I will go to topography contours, and here I can control intervals. For example, every 25 centimeters, I want him to draw me the contours line. I can use also tools like show triangles and more. For now, I'll just press apply. And here I have the surface. I have heights over here. If I see something that is abnormal over here, for example, if I think it's abnormal, I can decide that the interpolation will be limited. Okay? So the software will not search for a point that is far away. For example, here maybe I can choose 40 meters. I don't know if it will apply for here. I can imagine, or maybe not. What is the distance from here to here? Oh, it's 40 meters. So let's do it 30.
Like border?
Okay. For example. Okay, I can make border also. For example,
Yes.
yes, I can choose to create contours only for this part, for example. Okay, I will click here, pick, okay, and for example, I want it to be only here, only on this yellow line. I'll press apply, and only contours line was created in this frame. Okay, so after I have created already the surface, I can start create the pipeline network. Okay, this was for points, but sometimes we get contour line. Okay, so let's erase it. Let's erase it. Okay, let's erase point from here. Okay, and for example, let's open it again. Okay, let's open it again. Let's say that I have contours line and not point. Okay, I have points here. Disappeared. Let's do it again. Zoom. Okay, they are here. Okay, for example, I got a DWG from a surveyor with only contours line. I want to create a surface out of it because I want to design my pipeline network. So, same way, I will go to general filtering, press select, and choose the contour line. Press enter. Then it filtered the layer. Now I know that there is more than one layer with contours. I know that here I have the layer C topo major, but also minor 1, minor 2, minor 3, maybe minor 4 also. So I want to take points from all 4 layers or 5 layers. Okay, I will press on Control Shift and mark them. Now I will go and press apply, and here I have the points. Okay, not so many because lines are very straight here. And now, after I have points in the topography coordinates window, again, press refresh. I can control the location and And I can move, I can add points by pressing pick here and here and here, and then you can see the points added over here. Okay. Then I have my surface. Okay. Here I have to erase those and press apply. Okay, these are the points. Okay, I have the points. And if I want to create the contours line, let's see that everything is on. Great. So, okay. So now that I have surface, okay, please mute everyone. Okay, so now that I have surface, I can start create the pipeline network. So far, questions, please.
Move point.
Again, please. Okay, I will see on the chat.
I want to see move point.
Aha, okay. For example, take this point 20. Okay, I will press on move, and then I have to be attentive to what the command line said. So it asked me, you want to move points that are in a polygon, maybe out of polygon, or maybe a single one. Okay, because for example, I can move a whole group on the in the polygon, but now it's a single one. So press enter. Oh, no, okay, move. Yes. Now I will center. Great. Also this one. Okay, and click on it. Now from point, this is here, and to point, let's move it next to 13. Okay. Oh. Again. Now it found. Okay. Move here, from here to here. Okay. Now I will press refresh, and you see that the point moved over here next to 13. Okay. Now I will send on the chat.
Apply.
This is DWG. So you can practice it by yourself. Again, those of you that does not have this software installed on your computer, please go to sivandesign.com and download it, trial version, 30 days for free. Now I will create a new project, and I will show you the other for showing you the other method of work. So let's say here.
Sorry, before continue, may I ask something?
Yes, of course.
If I have a scanned picture and I'm using some of the tools to convert them to DWG, but the line don't have an elevation. You can imagine
Yes.
that I can have so many lines. Is it
Yes.
a tool to do it fast way or something like this?
Yes, we have it. I will show it. Okay. 1 minute, please.
Thank you very much.
I just want to send you the file. Okay. On the chat. 2 minutes, please. No. Okay, on the chat. The link for the installation is here. Okay. Okay, run send you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So the DWG that I worked on exists on the chat. Please practice it. More questions? Okay. Forward. I opened a new project here. Then I want to refer two things. One, what one of our participants asked for. If you have the heights, you have here options. And over here, you can scan point names or scan point heights. So for example, if the point does not have Z, does have X and Y, but not Z, and the height is sitting next to the point, you can scan point heights from text or from attributes. You can, you have to, well, here I don't have layers, but you have to choose the layer. You set how many meters around the point you want to scan the heights, maybe 4 meters around, 2 meters, in a radius of 2 meters. Then you press OK and apply, and you got the point to topography coordinate or design according to what you choose here. The second way how to create the surface, by point file. So if you have a point file, which can be text or CSV or reg, anything else, click here, load file, and choose your file. For me, this is the file. I click on it. I have 8,000 coordinates here, but the software can manage over million and also 1.5 million point files. So you can easily go for it. If you have big files, you can upload it over here. Then I will go same way, topography contours, create the contours line, and I can see it over here. Okay.
Thank you. It's great. Really great tool.
I didn't show you the points. This might take maybe 20 seconds. If I want to create it on blocks, but I can also create points on standard mode, not on block mode. Standard mode, it's shorter. Over here, as you can see, blocks. Okay, blocks of the point, 8,000 point over here. So these are the two ways how to create surface. And we want to be on time, so I think we did it in a good way. We are now 10 minutes before ending the first lesson. So if someone wants to ask any question, this is the time. Then at 12:10, we will start the new second lesson. So anyone wants to ask something? If not, I can show you another features. Okay, so let's show you some features. Show triangles, for example, is very common, useful feature. If I want to create the triangles to see what connects to. Okay, now I can see the triangles. For example, one more thing, I can see the watershed area. Okay, automatically, very important for people who deal with water. So this is the watershed area. Okay, created automatically by the software. More things. For example, many of you use the break lines. Of course, a very important part of the create surface. So go to topography, lines. You can either select the line that you want to define as break lines. You can also filter break lines from DWG. So you click on it and take break lines from layers. And also you can load here from a this file. You can load this file of break lines, and it will be shown here in the DWG, create surface, and your surface is ready to work. So anything else? If someone have any question, please. About the drawing point.
Hello, excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I was working with some data which was over 700,000. And when I loaded, it shows that it said my data was over 100,000, that I can only use it on a read only, which I will not be able to edit.
Right.
I don't know how, what can I do in such cases?
Okay, so we did some optimization of the CivilCAD, of the software, because we wanted to allow the users to use a very large point files. The reason is that we see the technology goes for clouds of points, very large files of points, millions maybe. And the technology, the industry goes over there. And in this case, in case that you got a file of million points, we figured that most of cases you won't, you will not make any change here in the software. If you have something to change, so the surveyor will do it. Maybe he will scan it one more time, but you, the user at the end, the pipe designer, will not change anything. So we figured that to allow the software to work with these large files, to make it faster and productive, so we have to limit from 500,000 points to be on read-only mode. From 100,000, you can choose if you want to work on edit mode or read-only mode. But from 500,000, it works only on read-only mode. And the reason, as I said, that we figured that people who works with more than 500,000 points, so most of the cases, they don't need to make any changes by themselves. Is that answer to your question?
It's okay. Yeah, that means I will be breaking my points. That means I might create multiple files.
If
you break the journey into like 500,000.
Okay, this is no. If you will add it as two files, it doesn't matter. When it will pass 500,000, it will change to read only. What I recommend, if you do want to make any change, you have to open the file on ASCII on Notepad, then make the changes you want. This is the recommended way to do it.
Okay,
so,
that's good. That's cool.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
So, question, please. Okay, so we will take a pause for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 10 minutes. So in at 10 minutes, we will start session of create layout. So stay with us. Bye. List. Go to pipeline list. Here, pipeline and pipeline list. Go to unit control, define your units, press OK, save, and from now on, all your projects will be in this pattern that you set on prototype project. So I have it here, exists already. I have here button of find pipeline. If, for example, I saw projects of 100 pipes or 150 pipes, and you want to look for one of them and erase him, or maybe change the type of this pipe, we go to search pipeline, search the pipeline you want, and it will come here. It will jump on the list. Here, if you want to clear all pipes, this button to erase a specific pipe, and this one to create a new one. To create a new one, you can click here, but also you can click on this line and press enter, and then you create a new line. New line, it's a new pipe. Okay, so I have 3 pipes over here. Press OK. You have to enter a pipeline name. Okay, so here I don't have the pipeline name. I will just erase it. Okay. Now that I have defined these pipelines, I will go to pipeline layout. So here I have one more window, opens names layout with type of pipe. I have here a list of the pipes that I defined in the pipeline list, and the table that we will explain later how it works. Over here, I have opened the design coordinates window. The design coordinates window will contain the coordinates of the manholes that I will design. When I will finish with the designing layout, the software will scan coordinates from design coordinates and create the data of the pipe. So let's show it. It's better to see than 100 words. I will take a polyline. I will begin here. So it's important where I begin. Here it will be the first manhole, and the direction will be from here over here. Of course, I can reverse direction, but it's important to know that the direction of polyline, this is by default the direction of flow. So I will click here, create a polyline, and any peak that I make here will be later a manhole. Now I will press select. I will select the polyline, press enter, and look what I've got here. Here in design coordinates, there are 5 coordinates that has been created with X, with Y, and with names. One manhole 1. 1 is the pipe number. Manhole 1 is the first manhole. And of course, for 5 manholes that I've been created here. So also the names of coordinates arrived over here to the table here. See in the column of coordinates. You can see one manhole 1, one manhole 2, etc. Then when I will press apply in 5 seconds, the software will take the manhole coordinates name from the table and will compare it with design coordinates and create the layout. So let's see it. Press apply and look what we've got here. This manhole, one manhole 1, name the manhole, and names over here also with stations. So I have station in 0, 0. Second manhole will be here. Okay. In station of 113. And same for the other manholes. Okay. So now I don't have any data, only this very conceptual pipe. If I want to add second pipe, I will go here, move to pipe number 2, and now create another polyline. Let's connect it with manhole number 3. Press select, same thing, press enter. As you can see, I have here in topography coordinates 3 more points, 3 more coordinates, X and Y, and I have it also over here in the table. I'll press apply. Okay. Now you can see here 1.03 plus, which means that this manholes is shared with the main one. Okay, pipe number 1 is the main one, and this is the secondary one. I have length of the pipe, and it is connected to here, manhole 3. Let's, for example, do it also here. Pipe number 3, same way, I will create a polyline. Press select, select the polyline, press enter, and press apply. If I want to locate this pipe, for example, I have 100 pipes, and I want to know, to locate where is this pipeline 2 is drawn. So I will go here, show pipeline, and it will show me the pipeline. Okay. More tools. Over here, I can choose scale. I can choose manhole profile. I can choose the data display, if it's on standard mode or block mode. We will see it later, how it affects. And slope precision. There are some more, but these are the main one. So I have here one pipe, main one, and two more. And now I want to add a new manhole over here between manhole 2 and 3. Okay? So let's close it to gain some place here. How can I add a manhole between 2 and 3? I will go to pipe number 1, go to line 3, press enter. And now I've created place for a new manhole. Now I want the manhole to be in station 150. Press apply, and the software creates a new manhole on 150. This is one way how to do it, but there is one more way how to do it. I will go to design coordinates and press pick. Again, please. Press pick and define a new point here. Okay, this point names 0, but let's change it to be what? A, B. Okay, now I will go to the place that I want to add it to over here. Put here in coordinates the name A, B, and then the software will scan over here, will compare it with design coordinates, and add a new manhole. Let's see. Apply. And as you see, it added over here in station of 197 exists here AB. Okay, this is how I add a new manhole. If I want to erase it, let's erase it. I will go to AB, erase, press apply, and the pipe goes back. The points remain. Why does it remain? Because it exists over here. And if it exists over here, it exists on the drawing. If you want to erase it, you have to erase it from the design coordinate. Or yes, erase it from design coordinates. Okay, one more thing. If I want to change location of a manhole, so let's do an example on line number 2. Let's demonstrate it on line number 2. I want to move this manhole to this area. Very, very easy. I will go to the manhole, press on the circle, and then take the blue square over here and change location. Let's say over here. Then next step, press apply. When I press apply, the location of this manhole changed. Okay. Same way, if I want to go to change location of a shared manhole, I will go to the main one. This one is the main one. And I will change location by press on the circle, snap to the blue square, move it over here, and press apply. Location has been changed. Okay? So we saw how to create layout. We saw how to add or delete a manhole. We saw how to move a manhole. I remind you that we saw how to add a manhole two ways. One, with adding a line here and set a station. And second one, with design coordinates. Pick, add a coordinate, and add the name of the coordinate to a line in the table. So two ways how to add a manhole. Then we saw how to move manholes. Also, manholes for line number 2 and manhole for a shared, moving a shared manhole. So this is the basics. And now I will ask you to try it on your computer and ask questions, please. Again, I didn't hear you, please. Okay, someone asked me about water supply lines. So same way, I will go to pipeline list. I will define a new pipeline. I just name it 4, but of course you can call it water or else. Okay. I define it as water supply line. Press OK. And for example, let's use this area to create our water supply line. I created a polyline here, pipeline layout. I will go to pipe water, press select, then click on this polyline. Press enter, then press apply. Okay. Here you can see on block mode. This one is on block mode. You can see the turn, X, Y, the angle between the two segments, this station, length, diameter I don't have yet, but I can define it here. So let's, for example, 160, press apply, and I have it here. Okay. Side of the manhole is not defined here. but I can define it over here. Well, I will define it on section screen. You will see. Here, I have each 20 meters, I have an IP, but I can change it over here. Options and data intervals, I can change it to, for example, 25, and press apply. And it will take place every 25 meters. Okay? The same way here, if I want to add a manhole, if I want to remove, if I want to move it, same way. Click on it, move it, and apply. If you ask me about the polyline, well, it was just a conceptual line. You can delete it, okay? No need. So this is for water supply line. Let's add, okay, let's see questions. Please, could you make the video of the works available? Yes, of course. The video is recorded. The session is recorded and it will upload to our YouTube channel. So everyone will take it. We'll see it. Someone asked if we can create manhole on the both sides of the pipeline. I need an explanation for this question because I didn't understand. So if you can explain your question, please. What do you mean both sides of pipe? Okay, let's see another chat. What about the manhole section? Can the software do that? Okay, of course. I am about manhole section. We planned to talk about it on day 2, section design. Okay, so for today we will focus on create layout and FrameMaker. For next week, we'll talk about the section design and more about crossings and working with beam. So I want to ask you if someone started to work, if you have any questions. Someone
hello. Please flash the table of content again, the guideline for activity. Let me see it again. There's something I want to confirm.
Which
the one you just took up, the one you took up just now.
Again, please.
The list of activity that we are going to do is just just show it up again. I want to see. Okay, good.
This one?
Yes.
Please.
You see, I'm just trying to install. I'm about to complete installation.
Okay.
So my challenge now is, first of all, adjustments and settings to be able to create them. I guess many that maybe on my own level, but that's my little level where I am to create adjustment and settings.
Okay.
That's where I am right now. That's where I am right now.
So let's do it together. This is the place. We want to help each other to start.
Sorry,
with...
please
Yes.
hold on. You can be handling other things. Let my complete installation. I will get back to you on it. It's still installing.
Okay. Okay.
All right then. All right.
Great. Someone want to ask about something about how to create? I hope you are doing it right now. This is the time, this is the place. Experiment by yourself and ask questions. So, if we do not have any questions, so let's moving forward. The next thing I want to show you is, okay, I have one question here. Can you drop ASCII file for us? Yes, of course. Files exist over here. Okay, I send it once again. I sent it once again. Will you show us how to create profiles? Of course, I will show you how to generate the coordinates. So, about coordinates, about creating the surface. File, new project. We start with creating a new project. After you created a new project, you go to topography coordinates. Okay, topography coordinates. Then click on here, load from file. You click on it. You choose the file, the TCO file that I sent. Click open. Then it comes over here. After that, you click on refresh. Then when you click on refresh, the point will be loaded over here to the DWG. Next step, go to topography contours. Okay, topography contours, and define intervals. If you want to define, the software will take default number. There is a default by several calculations, by average. It will take a default number and press apply. I think you have already understood that the method of work with CivilCAD is that after changes you do in the calculation environment in CivilCAD, you press apply or refresh, and those changes are applied to the drawing. Okay, so the software CivilCAD uses the CAD environment to draw and to present and to display the drawing, the planning that you are about to do. So, one more question we have here in the chat. So there are many types of files, of coordinate files that you can upload to the software. CSV include. Okay, so you can still import a CSV file. Also TCO, you can even put them in the same project. Okay, so you do not have a problem with it. About multi-surfaces. In this version of the software, you can create two surfaces: software topography surface and design surface. By the end of the year, we will release a new version with the ability to create multi-surfaces, as many as you want, and to design pipes or any projects using multi-surfaces. But for now, in the current version, only two: topography and design. For those of you that create, design also roads, I can tell you that in roads, we can add more surfaces, more than two, in this version. But we will not see how to do it today because this workshop is focused on pipes. Okay. Someone asked about generate the surface, about upload points. So are you good with it? I answered to your question. Okay, more question about add or remove pipes, manholes from pipes. So we will take a little break here, and at 13, okay, 1 p.m., we will start the session of FrameMaker. Okay, so please stay with us. You can still send questions over here or in the chat or to run. Okay, files were sent here. TCO, I will send you one more time. Abdul Salam asks about using the pipes in different sizes along the single line. Of course, in the next session, I will show you how to create the section of the pipe, and you will see that we have a full flexibility to define pipe diameter. For example, I can show you right now. Pipe diameter, let's do this in 200 millimeters, and this one 300, and this one 350. Okay, for example. Oh, this is pipe diameter, yes. Okay. And here I have the 300. This is, and for the beginning, we had 200. Okay, so full flexibility to work with several sizes. Okay, this is for pipe diameter. Also, I have for manhole diameter. So for manhole diameter, I have to define it over here, but also we have a button that design automatically the diameter of the manhole according to the depth of this manhole. We will see it on the section part. Can we change the dimensions of the manholes? Of course, here. Manhole's diameter, okay? You can fix it, you can change it. What more? Can you send the record? Yes, of course, we will send the record of the workshop by mail to all of you. But also, I highly recommend to all of you go to our YouTube channel and subscribe it, so so you can get the information about videos that we published. Very important. Can you change direction? Yes, I can change the direction without change anything. Here I have this button, reverse current pipeline. If I will click it, okay, so the flowing direction will change. Okay, so you have on the chat our YouTube link. Please get into it and subscribe, and you will get a note when we will publish this record. The software can create pipeline profile. Yes, if I will briefly show it. We won't learn it today, but I will only show it to you, so you will see it, that it does exist. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it on another project. Wait for a minute. I will change to another project. This one is another project that I've made on the last week. Okay, and if you want to see the section, so I went to pipeline section. For those of you that downloaded the trial version, you have a line there to activate for 30 days trial. You can use it for 30 days for free. So this is, for example, the section of the pipe. This was designed by me 2 or 3 years ago, days ago. Okay, with crossings. Okay, crossings with the ground level in green over here. Okay, This is the crossing with ropes, with sleeves, and of course, all data over here. Okay? And with the view. Okay, this is for example, and of course, I can change the diameter of every segment, the slope of every segment. We have very easy tools and very smart tools that allow you to full flexibility in designing this section. So for now, we will stop here this session, and at 1 p.m. at 1:10, excuse me, let's see on our schedule. So at 1:10, okay, let's do it in 10 minutes break, and we will focus on the frame maker. Okay, about 20 minutes or 30 minutes of about frame maker. So stay with us, and we'll see you in 10 minutes. FrameMaker is a tool that allow you to produce the plan, not to produce, to print maybe the plan, export it, and then you will send it to the execution. So I will share my screen again. Of course, we didn't finish the full plan, full designing of this pipeline network, but it is a tool that I want to show you right now, because we don't want to take more than your time. So this is a briefly about FrameMaker. I will go to General FrameMaker. Here in this window, I have to set in options, go to options, and choose the paper size. So, for example, A3. This is the paper size that I want. I'll press OK. Then I will go here, locate frame on drawing. Press on this button and click on it. Now I have A3 frame over here. I will do 2 more. 1 more and 2. Okay? So this is not aligned with the second one. I can move it. Okay? Press. Okay, and take it over here. Okay, and also this one, move. This one should be here. Okay, let's say this is the frames that I want to export. Okay, so I will go here now, new border, and 3. Okay, 3 frames that I want to define. I will go to the first one, click select, press on the first frame, and press enter. Same for the second one, select, and enter. And for the third one, select, and enter. Now, the 3 frames contains these 3 frames on drawing. Now I will press apply, and I will get them in a new sheets. Okay, 3 frames with. Okay, so here what I can see, let's change the plot to A3. Okay, so need to move it a little bit, but I have 3 frames. This is the third one. I have the pipe, coordinate frame, important. I have logo, and this logo can be changed here. I will click on options, table block, and I can change table block to your new logo of software of the company. You can change the table position to be on the left, on the right, or without. Okay. And this is for the 3 frames that we designed. Okay. Very useful tool. Worked very nice. And if you want to export it, very, very useful. So this is the third. This is for frames maker. Okay. For the layout of the pipeline network. For the section itself, you don't have to create frames. It's more simple. You go to pipeline section, you open the section, and you just print it from the WG. Okay, very simple. If you want, you can also export it to the XF, but most of us do not use the XF. You can just plot and print it from here, from the WG. Okay. Any questions about Frames Maker?
Excuse me. I have a question, please.
Yes, one by
Hello?
one, please. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a question, please. In presentation here in Nigeria, we always have a situation whereby you have the both vertical and horizontal alignment cohabiting on a particular sheet. That is, as you are seeing the horizontal, you are seeing the vertical. This is like you are seeing the plan and the profile at the same time. So on a single page. But this one now, it's like you do the horizontal, which is the layout first, then you print that one separate. That means you're having a cumbersome drawings. Because for instance, if I have to use road now, it means that you have a separate sheet for profile, which is there you have a separate sheet for layout, which is the horizontal, which to the vetting officers, they are not used to it. So it becomes a problem. So how do we resolve this matter?
So if I understand you right, you want the layout to be on the same sheet with the section?
Exactly.
Exactly. So I saw this feature in another software in Civil 3D. I don't
Yes.
know how they use it on the field, because out there, when I saw these documents, it wasn't, for example, it did not have a coordinate system or this a view of 1 to 100 or 1 to 50. I don't know how do they exactly use it on the field. Maybe they have it and I didn't saw. Maybe I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes, you don't, because it's optional.
So
What
it's
you
optional.
display on the drawing is optional for the presenter, because you can have everything gridded, which with the grids it shows the coordinates, both longitude and latitude on the sheet. That is for the layout. But on the profile, it's just the elevation that it shows, so that at each point of your, on the route, if you take, okay, for this pipeline now, at chain H, maybe 25 of the pipeline, you are seeing the corresponding height, how it is on the section. You are seeing it immediately, so that you
So
can relate the two of them together instead of bringing two drawings side by side.
I saw. So when I saw this document, I immediately inserted to our workflow. We don't have currently in this version. This is one of the features that we will add to CivilCAD 11 that will be out there at the beginning of the next year. Okay, so
Okay,
for now,
okay. For us who have 10
I
For
see.
us who have 10.3, they will update, or are we going to buy a new one?
If you are registered to our service plan, so you won't have to buy a new one. Okay.
Because I have two licenses.
Okay.
I have two licenses of this 10.3. Two. I have two
But
licenses.
are you subscribed to our service plan?
Yes,
Year
I have not.
maintenance.
The maintenance, I think I am, because I have
So
the
if you
second
are
license is not up to year. Yeah.
So if you are, no problem. If you have it, so you will get the new version, of course, for free. It's part of the updates that we provide to our clients, of course.
Okay. Please, I'm seriously looking forward to it, because this software is easier to manipulate, to work with, unlike the other Civil 3D and you can choose what is applicable on this one. So I'm always finding it easy to work with, but presentation is where I have the problem.
Okay, I see. I see.
All
I
right.
see.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hi.
Can you see me how you can explore frame 1, 2, 3 to DWG part?
You have here the DWG. Here.
Okay, but when I open it in this directory, I do not see this DWG. How can I save this DWG?
You want to save it as a different DWG?
A DWG. I want to save it a DWG.
Okay, you can I think I didn't do it yet, but I think maybe you can open a new DWG and
I cannot open it in DWG.
You cannot what?
Open it in a DWG.
Here, see, export layout to model. Then you save it as a new DWG. Okay?
Can you see me? Export.
Again, right click,
Right click can.
export layout to model. This is on ZWCAD. I think it's the same for AutoCAD.
Out to model.
Okay.
Can.
And you take it to a model space on a new DWG.
Can you see this?
Yes, of course. Okay. It's one CV frame 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put it on test 2. Okay. Successfully created.
Sure.
Okay. Then I will go to test 2. And it exists over here.
Okay. Can.
And then just open it.
Just open. Okay.
For example, I will open it on AutoCAD.
Yeah, that's what I want. To open it in AutoCAD.
AutoCAD is more heavy than ZWCAD. ZWCAD works faster most of the cases. It's light. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. But excuse me.
Yes.
Can you return back to the AutoCAD?
Let's it's Tamim, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about it later, okay?
Okay. Sorry.
I just want let's give some other audience to ask some questions because we are finishing now, and then you can call me and we'll do a session for ourselves, okay?
Okay.
No problem. No
Sorry.
problem.
If I need frame with rotate.
With?
Rotate.
Yes, of course. You can change the model. Look. This is an AutoCAD tool. You can rotate the frame. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
There is a tool in rotate. Okay? And then you can take it and rotate it, right? For example, this way, right?
Yes.
Then you go to frame
General frame.
and you press select and you select it in the same way. No problem. Okay?
Yes.
Same. Select, enter, insert, apply. Same way. The software takes 4 coordinates, XY here, XY here, and XY here. And for the 4th point, insert in and create the frame for you. Okay?
And check out.
And then apply. Okay? So for today, we finished. If you want to stay for questions, I am here. Those of you that does not have question can exit from Zoom, and we will see you on the next session next week. I am still here for questions if you want. Okay?
Okay. Hello.
Thanks.
Yes.
Okay. If you want to cut your frames at specific intervals, like let's say 500 meters, 200 meters, how can you do that, please?
You want to cut it to every how much, for example?
Every 200 meters or 500 meters, something like that.
Okay. So if you go to pipelines,
Okay.
layout, okay. Here, it's on section, I think. Yes, on section. You will see it on layout, I think. Okay, if it's for sewage, you will see each manhole. But if it's for water supply, it's here. No, I don't think I have water supply, but let's create one. Let's create one. Okay, let's move to our here we have a project which contains already water supply line. Go here to options and here data intervals and change it. Okay?
Okay.
That's all. Very easy.
Thank you.
I saw here some more questions. If you have pipe profile that along like 1 kilometer and you need to divide it, okay, what you we showed it right now. You can set, oh, okay. Someone asked about the frame maker. If you don't want to use the A3 or the A4, 5 here in frame maker, you don't have to use this division. You can choose other, okay? Page length, page height. Okay, then when you choose the specific length and heights, specific dimensions of your frame, press OK. Okay, then you will go here, locate frame on drawing, and it will locate the specific sizes as you set here. Okay. Of course, you can also use this base first, base seconds. Okay. Define the dimensions of the frame manually, and it will create the frames as you set by coordinates. Okay. Also, if you have 4 or 5 frames and you want to locate one, this is your button to do it. Okay. You can also put an polyline. Okay. And then select it as a frame and ask him to set the border. Okay. And apply. And it will take the frame from the polyline that you define. But of course, this is less in use. The most common is this one: divide by paper size. A4, A5, A3, A0, most of the cases. More questions, please. So if we don't have any more questions, so I just want to remind you, you have here the files, the point files that I uploaded it to the chat. Please take it, practice till the next week, come with the questions and I will answer next week. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You have 20% off for those of you that are with us today. We are happy to see you. We'll be happy to see you also for the next session. And we give you 20% off for the software. So stay with us and see you on the next session next week.
When are you uploading?